Hello and a very good evening to everyone joining Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the www.thepapare.com. We are coming to you live from the homes of the defending champions, Kandy Sports Club, the Nittawela Sports Club. It will be an interesting game here today, played between Army and Kandy Sports Club. Army, this is the confirmation, the defending champions, Kandy Sports Club taking on Army. It will be an interesting game since Kandy did not manage to win against Army at Nittawela. The last time these two team met was a controversy. Two teams giving Havelock an opportunity. So we'll take a look at the weather for today. Here's 29 degrees of Celsius. It moves down to 26 degrees of Celsius. A wind speed of 12 kilometers per hour and partly cloudy sky overhead. I don't think it will rain as the day progresses. We'll now go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back, we'll have some interesting stats and kickoff.
වෙඩින් එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සිදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
When I travel abroad, it's one simple plan for unlimited roaming, even when I am on a flight. Sign up to a Dialog Power plan today. Enjoy everything I have and more.
Dialog Postpaid. Power to you.
රුපියල් 5කින් මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන්? 5කින්
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
සර්, සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
Welcome back to Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the www.thepapare.com. It's an important clash in the Dialog Rugby League. Kandy Sports Club taking on Army. And here's the last week results. Havelock Sports Club going down to Police. Police did an upset this week as well. They defeated Navy. This was the last week results, 36-24 was how that finished. CRNFC edged CHNFC 23 points to 17, and Army convincing winners against Air Force 26 points to 8, and Kandy edging out Navy. It was a tight match, and it was 16 points to 14 was how that ended. And joining me in commentary is Adib Gibran. A very good evening, Adib.
A very good evening. Will this be the next biggest upset? Because Kandy, Army Sports Club, had a fantastic week last week beating Air Force.
These are some highlights of last year. This is when Army travelled up to the hill capital. No one expected an upset, but that was what Sudhavagadik, Ashan Bandar and everyone panned out for Kandy. This was the initial try. Dhanush Karanjan, that will be a big miss for Kandy. Playing without Dhanush Karanjan and Anirudh Will, both whom played last season. And also Richard Dhampala. What a miss that will be too. 12 points to 33 was how the game panned out. And this try from the flank, I think it was Talwat who went to, and Army created an upset. Driving over, that's how they won the game. 15 points to 12 at half time. And a last minute try was not awarded to Kandy. That try was disallowed. That wasn't the try that was disallowed, it was the later try. And Gan Salinda coming in from the bench. And then Army sending it out. Kandy being defeated after so long at Nittawela Rugby Stadium. 23 points to 22 was how that game finished. It was a muddy clash last time around, but this time around it's open for fast running rugby. So it will be interesting to as what Kandy will opt to do in this game.
Army will be coming down, would have travelled down to Kandy with a lot of hopes and expectations. And with a lot of confidence with last year's game, beating Kandy Sports Club 23 points to 22. And Kandy also would have had a lot of homework to do with the last week's game against Navy Sports Club, which was very close indeed. If Chatura Seneviratne would have managed to put that 3-point in, it would have been a game changer, Kavin.
Yes, and the game to look forward will be Kandy taking on Police Sports Club. Police Sports Club was brilliant yesterday against Navy. They won the match quite convincingly, 26 points to 16. Kandy only managed to beat Navy here at their own home den by just 2 points. Police going to Valisara, defeating them by a good 12 margin. So it will be interesting to see. Here's the Kandy team card. Ganuku Disanayak, Damit Disanayak and Lasidat Tanakudu forming the front row. Suru Antari and Mohammad Shabir forming that lock combination. Shahan Patarana back in the side. Jason Disanayak forming the two flankers. Bonagod Angamu at the number 8. Srinath Surabanda at the scrum half. Nigel Ratata playmaker at 10. Buddhima Pereira, the winger. Tarindra Ratata and Lavanga Pereira forming the center combination. Kavinda Pereira and Tilna Vijay Singh at the back at fullback.
A quick look at the replacements. Praveen Jayasuriya, Uchita Jayasuriya, De Silva, Danshu Dayan, Vijay Sundara Chaturanga, Jason and Pereira. I suppose it's Labanga Pereira. Let's take a quick look at the Army team card.
Ranjan Jayaratna, Aravind Karunaratna, Shehan Silva forming the front row. Samir Bulat Singhal and Nalaga Madhuranga, the lock combination. Nalan Premaratna and Sanjay, the flankers for today. Chamir Silva at number 8. Mohammad Rizvi, an experienced campaigner at scrum half. Ashan Bandara at 10. Sudhavagadik Kumbura, the wingers with Manoj Bandara, Dhanushka Talwat and Tomasi Kauso at the 12. Isuru Madhagadara playing as the fullback.
Replacements, a quick look at the replacements. Kumar, Vinod, Prabhat, Senanayaka, Dadallage, Bandara, Chandrasekhara and Salinda. That's the outfit for Army Sports Club for this encounter. As you see, the teams are walking out at the dressing rooms, all pumped up for the big game.
Army are still undefeated along with Kandy and CRNFC. It will be interesting to see how Army pan out a new coach in the likes of the former Sri Lanka and Dharmraj player Radhika Hettiarachchi, and for Kandy, we are all knowing Fazil Marija as the coach. He was assistant coach last year, promoted to head coach this time around. Teams being introduced shortly, as we can see the Fijian Tomasi Kausu playing as the number 12.
Would love to see Tomasi playing at the center position. I think he'll make a big impact for Army Sports Club. Kandy Sports Club have their utility players as always.
And it'll be an interesting matchup with Lavanga Pereira. It was Oshan Pereira who played last time around against Navy. This time it will be with Lavanga, his twin. Teams being introduced, Damis Disanaik and Lasidat Tanugoda, the young prop forwards, the replacements, two from Malia Deva. And an interesting fact is that Tarindu Chaturanga has been benched. Tarun Chaturanga has been a brilliant performer for Kandy. His work rate has been tremendous. All these years he's never gone, and the match officials for today, Akil Jamaldeen, will control things, and Ishanka Mugun and Deepal Punyavardhana will act as the first and the second assistants. Army, the final huddle before kick-off. Guanagodanga had a really silent game last week around. He was well marked by Adisha Veeratunga and Gihan Pereira, but he's an impact player, and coming in from the bench for last time, Mohammad Shabir, the Antonian, and Shehan Lema Padirana starting. The only option that has gone to the bench is Tarun Chaturanga, known as Ali. Both of them, the two had a good game last time. Was against his former club. Ashan Bandara to restart for Army. From the right to left, a good long kick to Buddhima Piratna. Beautiful kick from Army. Very well done. Tremendous pressure on Kandy.
Ashan Bandar would have done a lot of homework to get that kick out to touch.
He knew he was kicking with the wind as well. Beautiful kick over. A try now for Army will really make this game interesting. Damit Disanaga with a defensive line out for Kandy. Lasidat Tanagoda Shan Padana surely still Anthony overthrown. Fallen lucky for Kandy. Nigel takes the ball into contact. Here's Jason Disanaga, very well marked by Talwat.
Good pressure coming in from Army Sports Club.
Till now, Vijay Singh under tremendous pressure from Ashan Bandara and Sudhara Kumar. Beautifully done from Till now, Vijay Singh managing to clear his line. That first line out should have had the Kandy fans' hearts in their mouth.
And that kick was absolutely perfect to the 5-meter line. If Army could have a clean line out here, this will bring in pressure at the early minutes of the game coming.
Yes, and for Army, the number 8, Chamira Silva, wasn't very far away from collecting that overthrown ball. Aravinda Karunaratne with the throw-in. Shahan Silva takes the ball into contact. Here's Ashan Bandara. Here's the vigilant Tomase. Takes 3 men to bring him down. And the penalty has been won by Kandy. Beautiful work from Mohammad Shabir, the Antonian.
Holding on, says the call.
Clears the line. Kandy with an opportunity for their first line out. The first bit of possession Kandy has had in this opening 2.5 minutes. Cleanly collected by Shahan Patirana. Here's Nigel Ratwata to Ganukuti Sanayaka. Beautiful stuff from Ganukuti Sanayaka coming in for the first match. Here's starting the Ratwata, sending it out wide to Tilna Vijay Singh. A lovely inside ball to Lavanga Pereira. Srinath Bandara to Nigel Ratwata. He decides to go by himself. Beautifully done as well. Kandy, here's them showing very good urgency. Here's just Dattanagara taking the ball into contact. Lavanga Pereira sending it out with Shahan Patirana. Shahan Patirana sending it out through the line. Beautiful tackle. Here's David Disanaga. Kandy still in position.
Get back.
Srinath Bandara saving his options. Lasidattanagara into heavy traffic. Good tackle coming in from Talatta. Srinath Bandara to Bhuvanagudanga takes 3 men to bring him down.
Advantage.
Yes, Tilna Vijay Singh 3-on-3. Tilna Vijay Singh to the middle. In goes Tilna Vijay Singh.
And that's the first try for Tilna Vijay Singh and Kandy Sports Club. 4 minutes down the game. Tilna Vijay Singh makes no mistake to score it over the line.
Beautiful driving coming in from Tilna Vijay Singh. He knew there was 3-on-3. The gap was opening up between Tomase and the other centre. Went through the middle. Made easy work of the fullback and goes over the left of the right left post.
Would love to see a replay of that, Kavint.
Tilna Vijay Singh will be converting. Here you go. 3 men steps past the fullback. That's Izurumada Gajara, the former Vidyartha fullback, going past him as well.
Beautiful running line from Tilna Vijay Singh, Kavint, and dives over the try line.
He knew exactly when to put the pedal on the accelerator. Went through, stepped past one. He was all in for the first try of the game.
Army's defense was all over. Couldn't judge from where Tilna Vijay Singh was coming.
Lining his kick up. Puts a beautiful good throw, and that's 7-0 to Kandy. Tilna Vijay Singh securing all 7 points. Ashan Bandara with the restart.
When we compare with the Navy game last week, Kandy had a bad day.
This is the conversion.
Tilna Vijay Singh makes no mistake to add 7 points on the board.
Ashan Bandara yet again switches direction, but this time Buddhima Biyaratna
Inside.
hands it out to Tilna Vijay Singh, who sends the ball into the corner. So it will be an army line out. Aravinda Karunaratne for Army. The first line out from Kandy was overthrown. It was really lucky for Kandy. that they didn't concede a try. It was a 50-50 offense. Here's Ashan Bandara. Beautiful line at work. Into Damit Disanaga. In goes the number 3, the prop for Army. Beautiful running angle. Kicks the ball through.
No advantage, knock forward.
Knocks the ball forward. Very unlucky for Army. If we could see and replay, we could see Shehan Silva, Ranjan Jayaratna rather, wearing that number 3 jersey. Here we go to replay. Ashan Bandara, lovely inside ball to Ranjan. Goes to Damit Disanaga, bumping him off. And there you see the knock on.
Couldn't place the ball
Okay, boys,
properly.
remember the things what we spoke about that
was
briefing?
placed
Make sure you
properly,
repeat that.
it would have been surely a 7-point for Army Sports Club.
Ranjan
Second row,
Jayaratna,
okay?
this is what is Army.
Coach!
This is what the Army is capable of.
Army's lineouts are being perfect, Kavint. They're doing some dancing moves to make Kandy upset.
Here's Kandy with an advantage. Driving through, beautiful scrummaging from Kandy. Donagudangam surely will take the ball out. Sending it out to Nigel Ratwat. No advantage. Still
Just
opting to
advantage.
play Kandy.
Advantage playing.
The referee still playing advantage for Kandy. Surely it will be a penalty coming.
Retiring from the
The advantage
Retiring from
wasn't
the scrum.
over.
Yep.
Beautiful scrummaging. This was what that was not seen from Kandy last time around. The Navy's forwards had the upper hand on occasions with the Kandy forwards, but the inclusion of Ganuko Disanaga surely would have made a difference. Shehan Padurana
Mark here.
already had the
Five.
two good passes sent out to Buddhima Priyaratna and Srinath Bandara.
Time off. Only
Two collections as well.
Okay. Time back on.
But what a run from Tilna Vijay Singh. It was an carbon copy match. Srinath Bandara, Srinath Sunuran sending it out to Bonagudanga, runs into traffic. Here's the numbers on the outside. Tilna Vijay Singh sending it out to Kavinda Pereira. Here's space opening out wide, but equally well defended. Tarinder Ratwat acting as the scrum half. Damit Disanayak takes the ball into contact. Yes, Tarinder saving his option and goes through. Beautiful stuff and Tilna Vijay Singh, lovely offload, and here's the second try coming in from Kandy. Beautiful hands from the champion side. Tarinder Ratwat, Tilna Vijay Singh and Kavinda Pereira combining for that second try. The first try Kavinda Pereira has scored for Kandy. The second try rather surely is done some damage to his knee as well by the looks of it. Here's the replay. Tarinder Ratwat busting through. A lovely offload to Tilna Vijay Singh, who sends it out to Oshan and does the rest. Kavinda Pereira. No one was catching him from that range. And there you go. That was the pull.
See, Kavinda Pereira has a fully strapped hamstring. He's limping out after the try. I hope that it's nothing serious for Kavinda Pereira. Tilna Vijay Singh misses it out. So the scoreboard stands at 12 points to 0 in favor of Kandy Sports Club.
Very unlikely of Tilna Vijay Singh. He's now missed 3 conversions in just 3 games. Army surely taking their time. interesting fact here, Adib, is still we haven't seen a big impact from the Fijian. Tomasi hasn't really got any possession of ball as well. Here's Buddhima to Tilna Vijay Singh, puts a lovely touch find, clears his line.
Though Kandy is playing against the wing, the Tilina Vijay Singh's kicking has made a good impact on them.
5.
Tilna Vijay Singh already scored a brilliant try. 7 points under his belt. Two beautiful tries from Kandy. Here's Ami. A line out cleanly collected. Here's Ashan Bandara. Here's Tomasi waving through to takes 3 men. Ashan Bandara going
Leon, rip.
to the corner. Here's Tilna Vijay Singh yet again. Beautiful stuff from Tilna Vijay Singh. Here's Nigel chasing. A good collection. Good collection from Army, but holding on is the call from the referee.
Yeah, non
So advantage for Army. They'll surely look to put this out and take an attacking 5-meter line out in favor of them. Here's
taking penalty.
the infringement.
Time off.
Was Mohammad Rizvi, I think,
You want the physio?
who held on. A good spot from Akil Jamaldeen,
Okay, one.
who was right under the ruck's nose.
Army has a bit of an issue in the second arriving player. It seems that there's a lack in support play coming.
Yes, and that last line of move where Tomasi got the ball,
Holding on.
he tried to cut back in, and then Ashan Bandara tried to do the scissor through going around. And for Ashan Bandara to arrive from fly half to a wing position, it takes a little time.
All in.
The ideal position would have been the second center to coming in, running a beautiful line.
All in.
Damit Disanayaka,
Suri.
Yeshan Padirana, collected cleanly as Kandy.
Playing advantage, side entry.
Advantage in favor of Kandy, and here's the driving ball.
You see it? Side entry.
And a penalty
Entry.
for Kandy given for that
Yellow,
driving ball.
Orange color boots.
Intentional
Yeah.
collapsing.
Interesting to see if they would kick the ball into touch and contest from there on, because the Kandy's driving maul has improved a lot from the first week of the.
I think they opted to go for the scrum, given that the inclusion of Ganuku Disanayak and has definitely added more strength to Kandy, and the forwards look really well oiled at the moment,
Time off.
unlike they were against Navy.
Time back on.
It seems that Kavindu Pereira has been taken off the field.
Coach!
We saw him limping out after the
Boy.
try. This scrum would be a decider.
And coming in isn't an easy replacement. Dhanush Dayan,
Play on, ball is out. Play
Sri
on.
Lanka captain. Here's the army on the attack. Ashan Bandara, beautiful tackle on
Where is
him
the ball?
by Karindra Twat. Numbers on the outside. Tomosi decides to the ball. And here's Tilna Vijay Singh, accompanied by Dhanush Dayan. spot space, puts the ball into the corner. Intelligent play.
Kandy's forwards were driving the scrum very smoothly, but Buonaku Dangamo was controlling it. If he could have settled things down a bit more, it would surely been a try coming.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/ThePapare official.
Okay.
You'll see the highlights and the segments done for the Dialog Rugby League and also other sports. Yes, Zami.
Play on, rip play on.
Beautiful steal from Kandy. Yes, Nigel to Oshan. Lovely cut out to ThePapare and ThePapare bundled into touch. A good tackle and ThePapare by Sudaraka Kumra. Kandy. There's no overlap.
I can. Yeah. Right.
Yes, the replay. A good tackle and good ThePapare was Sudaraka Dikkumbura bundling him into touch. Tomosi and Dikkumbura. A deadly duo. Dikkumbura playing at number 11.
It's a maul.
This time forming the maul.
Use it. Release wide.
Well defended by Kandy. Yes, Ashan Bandara, a lovely touch finder.
Very good kick with the wind there.
Sends the ball back to the 45-meter from inside their own red zone. Ashan Bandaran, an experienced campaigner.
Kavint also, Ami should put some more effort and get things aligned faster, because if Kandy settles things down, it's going to be a big trouble for Army Sports Club. They should at least try and cross the line very fast.
Hold it there, hold it. Okay, take your gap. Yellow, I need your gap. Okay?
The referee resets the line out.
It's interesting to see the short man lineouts. We didn't see a full number 8 lineout thus far in this game.
Here's Srinath Bandara, good line out by Kandy. Tarindarat Patha to Charles Praveen. And Ganuka Disanaga has been taken out as well. A kick behind. A lovely up and under. A good tackle on Tomosi by Lavangapera. He was waiting for him to land.
Stay wide.
Yes, Rizvi to Bandara. To Talwat and beautiful tackle on him. Charles Praveen. That's the second time he's had an opportunity.
Tackle all the way wide, release.
He's in for Ganuka Disanaika. Yes, Karunaratna. Sending it out wide and it wasn't Ashan Bandara there. I think it was Isuru. Knocked the ball forward.
Surprised to see Arshad Jamaldin letting things move on with that.
Okay,
the
last one was really good.
Forward
Up,
from
okay?
Kandy
Last
Sports
was
Club.
really good.
That should have been a scrum in favor of Army Sports Club.
Last one was really good. Keep it up. Okay. No, everything was okay.
Yes, indeed, and the referee giving Kandy an opportunity with the feed in
Make sure you take
for the scrum.
Take angle. Get a bit back. One line.
Tomosi right behind the scrum. It could go either way.
Ball. Set.
Shahan Padarana. There's the ball given out to Jonah Kodangama and holding on couldn't have done anything. Talwat was right over it.
Okay.
Was Nal and Premant were the flanker.
Arshad Jamaldeen was spot on.
And
Fine touch. Army should do some magic here to add some points on the board.
the lineouts have been really good compared to their
That's
scrums.
fine. From
So-
my side, that's okay.
It will be an interesting
Four man.
to see what Army will be doing with this lineout.
Kandy is finding it a bit difficult to contest
Time off.
their lineouts because Army is doing some dancing moves to confuse the Kandy Sports Club forwards.
Yes, Nalan, Premanath and Sanjay Ratnayaka. The two lock forwards for Kandy. For Army rather.
Line out to join.
Be the
Join. Okay. Mama train now. Wow,
both teams. As to now, Kandy have looked really good in patches, and Army has had good opportunities, golden opportunities to equalize, but they've gone with silly mistakes and get your brand recognized with Sri Lanka's number on sports hub. Advertise with ThePapare.com. You can call Modita or email him on this number or the Gmail.
Lovely defense there from Kandy Sports Club. The ball was thrown to the no man's end.
Kandy forwards definitely look better than last week
Okay,
against
the
Navy.
The monkey's here.
A lot
They
of
were-
improvement
Send the monkey
compared
back.
to last week.
They were really dodgy with the lineouts, but this time around they are really good. Here's the Vijay Singh opening up space. Chot Anustan looks to go by himself to Mose. And Nigel Ratwata going through the corner and sends it out to Srinath Suryabandara. Lovely offload to Vijay Singh and he sends it out to Tarinder Ratwata. Yes, Kandy inside the 5-meter line. Numbers on the outside for Kandy. A lovely pass, and this will be the try coming in for Kandy. Buddhimapia Ratna.
And
Going
that's
through the
try
corner.
number 3 for Kandy Sports Club.
Lovely bit of thinking from Nigel Ratwata. Sent out the long cut-out pass to Shehan Patirana. And the line was drifting in defense, but Buddhimapia Ratna, with the pace he's got, no one was catching him. And just like that, Kandy go in for a 17-0 lead.
Here you go, the replay.
The line.
Srinath Suryabandara, beautiful cutout pass. What a finisher Buddhima Priyaratna is turning out to be in this Kandy Sports Club number 11 jersey.
Filling up big shoes as well, Richard Dharampala. He has been a giant in that position for Kandy Sports Club so many years. And Tilna Vijay Singh bisects the post after missing one.
Makes no mistake, right through the uprights. Extending the lead for Kandy Sports Club. Tilina Vijay Singh.
Tilna Vijay Singh is having a really good game. He's cleared his line. He cleared his lines earlier when Army was pressurizing in the red zone. and he's scored that beautiful try as well. And Nigel Ratwat, his playmaking sense is coming into effect today. He's created some lovely stuff.
If you could recall, Kavin, this was the case last week as well. Navy Sports Club were behind. Kandy was leading 16 points to 3.
And another mistake from
Come or
Army.
retake the kickoff. Come or retake the
A scrum center field for Kandy. It will be another set piece move from the half-back mark. And what is interesting to see, Adib, is that Kandy, we know, everyone knows that Kandy has superstar players, but performing to this level, the offloads they've put through in that corner to score that try, it's really unbelievable.
time off.
That combination and experience is like
Yellow number 3.
put into play perfectly by Kandy Sports Club.
Deepan number 3.
Nigel Ratwat and Tilna Vijay Singh combining with Tarinder Ratwat, Buddhima Piratna and Kavindu Pereira is surely deadly. But he has the scrum center field for Kandy. Srinath Surya Bandara with the pin feed in.
I'm back on. Okay. Coach. Bind. Set.
Srinath Surya Bandara to feed in.
Yes, Kandy.
Going down.
Buona Kodangama to Bandara. Here's Oshan Lavanga Pereira running a beautiful line. Gives it out to Tarinder Ratwat. Goes over the corner. Lavanga Pereira will surely, referee Akil Jamaldin will surely have a word with
Yellow, come here.
Deepal Punyaguruvardhana. Punyavardhana rather. So he'll
two movements. So the ball was placed.
Beautiful offload by Tarinder Ratwat.
So ball was placed, or he just picked it up. Ball was placed. So are you happy with the try? Okay. No line out. So my decision is double movement. We go for the penalty.
Seems that it's
okay, against
a
right.
try.
Okay. Time back on.
It's try
No
number
try.
2.
That was double movement. Holding on. Penalty.
he was held and then he got back to his feet and then went.
Okay.
Here's Gayan Salind taking the kicking duties from Ashan Bandara. Here's the replay. Tarinder Ratwat taken down, lovely offload. He wasn't held there. That was the second go. He was still in the same position.
Lavanga Pereira would have released the ball and then he would have collected it. That's where the infringement is.
It was a 50-50 call. Goes in favor of Army. But however, it's 17 points to nil. 19 points to lead rather. Kandy leading. Here's Kandy with unrolling ball. This is what they've been doing perfectly this game. Unlike the last,
Pick it down.
they've learned a lot of mistakes from last week.
Still playing advantage.
Army trying
Ball is out.
the
No more now. No more.
which didn't work.
Yes, Srinath Surya Bandara to Nigel Ratwat. Lavanga Pereira is taken high. Surely that will be a yellow card. Wrap around the neck it was.
Would love to see a replay of that come in.
Captain.
Really love to see
Stay
a
there.
replay of that.
So you have two penalties. One over
Didn't
there. One
think,
over there for
he
being
was,
on the mall. One over here for
anywhere
high tackle.
near
Which one you want?
legal.
Okay, we'll go for this. So the next thing is wait. Number time is off. Is off. So it was directed towards the neck. Unfortunately, you have to sit for 10 minutes. I'm really sorry.
Akil Jamaldin correctly so giving out the yellow card to Talwat.
For the half time, 13 minutes more.
See, and
Danushka
Time-
Talwat has
time on.
been sent out to the naughty boys chair.
High. Shot.
And Nigel Ratwath hopes to go for the 3. Here's the replay. The tackle on Lavanga Pereira surely around the neck.
Hari ma ilange ba.
Was lucky he got away with a yellow there.
Marcus here. Yeah.
Tilna Vijay Singh right under the posts to extend Kandy. With another 3-pointer, it will be 22 points to nil.
Yeah, ask Lema not to close the gap in the line. Ask Lema not to close the gap.
14 men.
एक मां पे इतना advantage play करा मैं तने line out close करने पाके लेके.
The next 10 minutes with 14 men, as you correctly said, Adib. It will be an uphill task for Army. Yes, Tilna Vijay Singh right through the middle goes.
Tilna Vijay Singh is having a fantastic game here today at the Nittawela Rugby Stadium. Extending the lead for Kandy Sports Club, 22 points to nil against Army Sports Club.
Doing a good job at fullback as well. And Mohammad Shabir also had a very good game. He's already won 1 turnover. And his inclusion.
Backwards. Taken back.
Until Vijay Singh not collected cleanly, but manages to secure line out just outside the 22 meters.
Army will be playing without one centre.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's spoke to him.
Which will definitely make an impact on the
numbers?
game.
Five.
So Army now will be thinking to go through that forwards, given that they are a man short in the line.
Yellow. Stay right. Okay.
Yes, Risby to Ashan Bandara. Sends it out to Tomosi. Tomosi going through the middle. Takes 4 men.
Let's play on.
The lovely offload.
No hands.
Went back luckily.
Still inside the rock.
Yes, Army.
Army should slow things down.
Risby to Bandara. Still going is Premanath. Damit Disanaka. Beautifully turned over. Damit Disanaka securing the turnover. Was right under the ball.
Ball, don't just stay there, okay? Go for the ball.
Premanath had nothing to do. Here's the replay.
किसी materiality करना है game में कर. किसी materiality करना है game. Gate का इन्होंने materiality करना है game में
Damit
करना है.
Disanaka.
Get that. Okay.
I said, the
captain, I said at the correct tone, at the correct time, okay?
Tilna Vijay Singh to clear. Puts it in safe soon again. A good first half performance, but as always, Kandy have really performed well in the first half. Even in the Air Force game, they scored 19-20 points, 2-0 or 8, and against Navy, 16 points to nil. And here too, 22 points to nil. Charles Perrin takes the ball into contact. Here's Tarinder Ratwath. He'll crash in the middle. Srinath Bandara Suryanthari in line for the collection. Yes, doing a good Angamia. Out to Nigel Ratwath. Puts in the cheeky kick with the wind as well. Gansal in the lovely stuff from Sudaraka Dikkumura. Srinath Bandara. Very well done from Kandy, the little man. Yes, Tilina to Charles Perrin, crashes the ball. Tilina Vijay Singh. Good stuff. Yes, going to the corner. Slips. Think his knee got stuck. Yes, Kandy with another opportunity. Tilna Vijay Singh acting as the fly-off. Tarinder Ratwath trying to go through the middle. held
Stay on
on
your feet,
by
right?
his
Next time I'm going to feel like.
ankle.
Take advantage.
Bhuwana Godanga knocks the ball
Advantage over.
forward. Dhanush Dayan in pursuit. Kandy with and counter against Dhanush Dayan going through the corner and he will could score in the left corner. Beautiful tackle on Dhanush by Tomosi. Here's Kandy with an opportunity and scores in the corner. Jason Disanayaka. An extension of the arm. Kandy.
Army's defense is
advantage
all
over.
over Kavit
Overall
with
kicking,
14 men.
Later gain
They
kara
seem
against some advantage
to be not organized
Trying to
with their
teach me?
defense, which will
Yeah,
cost
yeah,
them
that's
a
it.
lot at
So
the end
he
of the
gained
game.
lots of territory. So that's why I
Good stuff from Kandy. Dhanush Dayan collected, evaded two, and then went right through the middle. I thought he was going in for all money, but Tomosi.
There's that collection. Takes one. Beautiful running angle.
It was only Tomosi who read where Dhanush Dayan was going. Damit Disanayaka took the ball into contact. So Anthony and all Jason Disanayaka had to do was pick it up, get it out wide, or go by himself. He went by himself and scored through an extension. It was Tinla Vijay Singh with his fourth conversion. Kandy have already secured the 4-try bonus point. Right through the middle goes Tinla Vijay Singh with his third successful conversion kick. Cleanly bisects the post, and Ashan Bandara will restart for Army again.
What a day Tilina Vijay Singh is having.
He acted as the fly-up on couple of occasions in the construction for that try as well, acting as the playmaker. Good high deep kick. Buddhima Piyaratna trying to run by himself into traffic.
Okay, now head, rock. Yellow release, it's a rock.
Srinath Surya Bandara will surely send it out to Nigel. Puts a lovely kick. Sudaraka Dikkumbura tries to take it quickly, but decides not to.
Send him up.
They are playing with 14 men.
Okay.
I think he just remembered that.
Your ball.
At least another 3-4 minutes before the yellow carded player comes back into play. Army with the line out.
Make it quick, yellow. You gotta make it quick. Break advantage.
Jason Disanayaka steals the ball. Advantage in favor of Kandy as well. Mohammad Jabir to Buanagodangamu on the outside. Lovely pass to Dhanush Dayan from Lavanga Pereira. He's taken down in the far corner. Possession with Kandy yet. Damit Disanayaka acting as the scrum half to Nigel Rathwath. Nigel Rathwath thought of passing, then decided to go by himself. There was no numbers on the outside. Shan Badrina, good tackle on him. The line was offside, so that advantage being played in favor of Kandy. Here's the Siddhartha Nogada.
Did not survive tackle.
Good clearance on the rock by Su and Jason Disanayaka. Srinath Surya Bandara. Numbers on the outside. Nigel and Tarinda with Buddhima Piyaratna in that left corner.
Tackle.
The right corner rather. Srinath Surya Bandara sending it out to Jason Disanayaka. He sucks in 3 defenders. Sending it out to Nigel. Yes, Tarinda Rathwath stepping past 3.
Roll it, bye. Okay.
Crashing over Shan Badrinath to Damit Disanayaka. These are the offloads that we were speaking, and so Anthony stepping past through. Should have given the ball
Play on.
to Shahan Pathiranan. Yes, Tarindra Ratwata to Buddhima Piratna, and really going for the hat-trick.
Sorry.
Buddhima Piratna running back in 30 meters. Here's a lot of width in the corner, and Danushta and surely Jason Disanayaka sending it out wide to Tilina Vijay Singh, and scores the second try.
Second try comes in for Tilina Vijay Singh.
Being at the right place at the right time. Lovely bit of offloading from Kandy.
It's interesting to see the number of faces that Kandy Sports Club, and see Srinath Surya Bandara is
22.
been perfect.
27.
Handling things down, letting the forwards play the faces and giving it out wide.
This is the Kandy we've seen back in the day. Jason Disanayaka thought he could go all by himself. A lovely pass to Danushda, and Danushda, knowing Tilna was running that inside line, gave it out to Tilna Vijay Singh. So he's already had 16 points in the game, make it 18. And,
Time off.
he's having a really good
27.
game for Kandy, and the backs for Kandy, Nigel, Tarvinder, Tilina, and Buddhima Piratna, all playing that offloading game,
Just a warning.
creating chances, running into spaces.
I'm back on.
This is the Kandy we saw back in the day. Fazil Malika, Gayan Veeratna, Sanjeev Jayasinghe, everyone played with the same intensity. 36 points up in the first half itself. And Army has been reinforced with the yellow card. 15 on 15 now.
Just move on.
Buddhima Piratna to Tilna Vijay Singh.
Touch.
.38 minutes on the clock. Still the first half, 36 points to nil. Not the scoreline we were expecting, Adib.
All in.
With the game Army Sports Club played last week, I was expecting that they would put more pressure on the Kandy Sports Club's forwards, but Kandy Sports Club
Love it.
being
2 meters.
absolutely
2 minutes
perfect
back, yeah.
and
Just
knowing what they're doing, upsetting the Army Sports Club's defense.
And concerns for Kandy as well.
Playing advantage.
Kandy Pereira and both Ganuka Disanayaka being
It's over.
taken off. Here's Tarindra. Numbers on the outside again. Danush Dayan
Tackle, release, yellow.
putting it back.
Get back.
And Srinath Surya Bandara acting as the fly off this time around.
Tackle.
Surya Anthony securing the ruck. Tubuna Gudangamua
Playing advantage, knock forward.
puts it
Knock forward.
to
Half time.
Nasid Atmanagoda.
Half time.
And that will
And that's
be
half time, says referee Arshad Jamaldin.
what a beautiful half from Kandy. 36 points to nil. Not the scoreline everyone was expecting, but the Kandy team that has turned up today has intensity.
And the ground conditions is absolutely perfect for rugby.
Fast running, open rugby.
Kavind Army Sports Club will have a lot of things to talk in their dressing room
This
with
was-
coach Radhika Hettiarachi. You see a replay of the first half.
This was how things started, and Tilna Vijay Singh had a brilliant first half, scored that first try of his, ran
He
through
will
the,
have a lot of things to do in the second half with the wind. We'll see a lot of kicking from him coming in.
and Tilna Vijay Singh put the first conversion as well, right through the middle. He missed the second, and Tarindra Ratwata crashed it over, and here's the offloads we are talking about. Tilna Vijayasinghe to Lavanga to Kavindipur, and that was the last we saw of him. He limped off through that as well. Nigel Ratat to Srinatsuya Bandara sent it out, and in came the big man, and Tarinder Ratwat to Dhanush Dayan. Good stuff from Kandy, building up faces, putting in those offloads. Here's the long cutout pass. Numbers on the outside for Kandy, and Buddhima Piratna goes in easily. There was an overlap, and Buddhima Tilna Vijayasinghe doing the rest. And also Kandy managed to put through a penalty. And in quick succession, Dhanush Dayan running through the middle. Beautiful work from him. Evaded four, and a good tackle on Dhanush Dayan from Tomosi. But Damit Disanayaka to Suru Anthony, and Jason Disanayaka picks up and extends for another try. And this was on the 35th minute, and soon as they were reinforced to 15 men, Kandy barged through for another, and Tilna Vijayasinghe scoring all those points.
Starts the first half with a try, and he finishes it in style.
And those were the first half highlights for. And that's it. We'll go for a short commercial break. That's the half-time confirmation of 36-0 with Kandy leading in at the end of the first half. And we'll go for a short commercial break, and when we do come back, we'll have the second half action.
Stay tuned. You're watching the Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, www.thepapare.com.
වෙඩින් එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සිදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
When I travel abroad, it's one simple plan for unlimited roaming, even when I am on a flight. Sign up to a Dialog Power plan today. Enjoy everything I have and more.
Dialog Postpaid. Power to you.
රුපියල් 5කින් මොනවද කරන්න පුළුවන්? 5කින්
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
සර් සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
உங்கள் கிராமத்தில், உங்கள் நகரில், உங்கள் பிரதேசத்தில் உள்ள வீரர்கள் திறமையானவர்களா? அவளின் திறமைகளை நீங்கள் அறிந்து கொள்ள வேண்டுமா? தமிழ் பேசும் உங்களின் திறமைகளை உலகறியச் செய்யும் உங்களுக்கான யூடியூப் சேனல் www.youtube.com/ThePapare Tamil.
When I travel abroad, it's one simple plan for unlimited roaming, even when I am on a flight. Sign up to a Dialog Power plan today. Enjoy everything I have and more.
Dialog Postpaid. Power to you.
වෙඩින් එකට තාම හොටෙල් එකවත් බුක් කරලා නැහැනේ.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම් සිදු.
අලු සීට් එකක් දැම්ම නම් නරකයි.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්. දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න.
දෙකින් දෙන්නම්.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with a heart.
As number one sports up the www.thepapare.com. We are here joining from the Nittawela Stadium. Kandy Sports Club taking on Army Sports Club. Half-time scores 36 points to nil. Beautiful running rugby from Kandy. The Army team. The Army team might have had a few stern words from coach Radhika Hettiarachchi. Played with one man down for 10 minutes, power and high tackle. Danushka Talwat.
Coach Fazil Mareja for Kandy Sports Club would definitely be happy with the performance in the first half from both the departments, forwards and the backs, playing some outstanding rugby here at the home grounds, Nittawela Rugby Stadium. Nigel Ratwat to kick off things.
Puts a deep kick through. Playing with the wind is Kandy at the moment. Ashan Bandara returns the favour. Tilna Vijay Singh to Buonakodangamua. Doesn't secure things. Army. Numbers on the outside for Army, but Kandy desperate in defence. Running back in. Sir Anthony makes a good tackle on Nalin. Damit Disanayaka. Here's Ashan Bandara. Numbers on the outside. Doesn't do really well. Nigel Rattat didn't hear the whistle go on from referee Akil Jamaldeen. So penalty awarded for Army. This is how the Navy game started as well. For Kandy, the second half, it was all Navy, but Army.
Army has a lot of work to do compared to Navy Sports Club last week.
Dan Salinder surely will put this into touch. Gans are in there, doesn't get much distance, but it's a line out inside the 22 meters of Kandy. Kandy
White mark here. White.
with concerns as well. Ganuka Disanayaka being substituted early on the game, and Kavindu Pereira a slight limp. Being substituted as well. Here's the Army. The line out drive being formed. Army still on the go. Advantage being played in favor of Army. Rizvi to Ashan Bandara. Not a very good pass. Gansal in the should have given the ball out to Tomosi. Here's Tomosi from close range. A lovely backhand pass. The turnover won by Mohammad Shab, Jason Disanayaka, but quickly taken by Rimzi. Here's Tomosi going through the middle. Beautiful try from Army. This is what we were missing from the first half. Tomosi stopping in at that close range. It is surely an uphill task. Army, good stuff. And they've scored the first try. Tomosi Kausa. Beautiful, beautiful pressure from Army early on the game. Fijian quickly taken by Mohammad Rizvi. Here's the replay. Rizvi takes it quickly, gives it out to Tomosi. No one was catching him. Tilna Vijay Singh just a hand on it. And going through Tarindra Hatwata and Lavanga Pereira. Gayansalinda with the conversion.
Every point counts for Army Sports Club here.
If they are to get on the lead, they'll have to score at least 5 tries, 5 converted tries. Very crucial points for Army. Gayansalinda substituted and nails the kick. 7 points for Army. 36 points to 7. Gayansalinda with the conversion gone through, and Gayansalinda was initially in the bench. He was substituted. Wearing the number 23 jersey, Nigel Ratwata with the restart, playing with the wind. A good hanging kick taken by Sudaraka Dekkumara, who runs by himself, taken down by the ankles. Ashan Bandara puts a high hanging kick. Tilina couldn't collect it cleanly. Tries to run by himself. Good offload there as well. Dhanush Dayan. Tilna Vijay Singh to Dhanush Dayan, and turnover successful from Army. Here's position for Army. Intensity they brought, and Tomosi puts in the lovely backhand pass, and Tarindra Ratwata goes all the way. Sudaraka Dekkumara can't catch him. Scores to the right of the post. Good stuff from Tarindra Ratwata. Sudaraka Dekkumara, hats off. At the last moment he evaded Dekkumara, stepped him through. Tomosi with an backhand pass and collected by Tarindra Ratwata. Here's the replay. Tarindra Ratwata picking up the pace of Sudaraka Dekkumara, surely catching him. It wasn't held. It wasn't.
Beautiful work by Tarindra Ratwata there. Lovely collection, good speed, wins the race at the end to score the try for Kandy Sports Club, extending the lead 41 points to nil with the conversion to come.
Just as Army had scored that 7-pointer, Kandy reply. It was a gifted try though. Tilna Vijay Singh to extend that match point back by another 2 points. Slots it through. Another 2 points to his tally. Scored 2 tries as well. Converted a lot more. Has the penalty under his belt as well. Mohammad Rizvi to restart. Ashan Bandaru rather. Here's Ashan Bandara. High hanging kick to Nigel. Returns the favour. Right out on the full. Good touch finder from Nigel Rathwata, the captain. From inside that 22 meters. Brings it back to the opposition half. Damit Disanayaka. Aravind Karunaratna with the throw in. Damit Disanayaka on the fly halves. Good tackle on Rizvi. The ball has been knocked on, so it will be a scrum in favor of Kandy. Not good play from Army. They are knocking the ball inside their own danger zone.
Army is not supposed to do any mistake at this point when they look at the scorecard. It stands at 43 points to 7. That's at least 5 converted tries behind.
This is by far the best performance Kandy has put through in the first 3 weeks. Course, they won this dominant. And Rugby's very own platform, the ThePapare Rugby Facebook page. You can get all the highlights and the segments. Advantage being played in favor of Army, and here's ThePapare for his hat-trick and scores down the corner. ThePapare going over. All too easy for Kandy. Srinath Surya Bandara took 3 men on him, and ThePapare all he had to do was go in that corner.
Raining tries at Nittawela for the defending champions, Kandy Sports Club.
And Sudaraka Dikkumbura was sucked in defense by Srinath Surya Bandara. He took Dhanushka Talwata and Sudaraka Dikkumbura in before giving it out to ThePapare. ThePapare only had Gayan Salinda to evade as he scored.
We see Srinath Surya Bandar been replaced with Heshan Jansen, the young lad for Kandy Sports Club. Interesting to see this conversion by Tilina Vijay Singha with the wind.
Tilina Vijay Singha, and the conversion is good. Hits the post, bounces back in. Everything going Kandy way.
That's a fantastic conversion, Kavint.
Time off. Time off.
Looks like a substitution being made. Tusita Senanayaka,
38.
captain for Army 2 years back. Dhanushka Talwata, I think it's who has been replaced.
Time back on. Okay.
Ashan Bandara with the restart. Buonakodangamua right under it. Yes, Buonakodangamua taking 3 men to bring him down.
Okay, the play on. You're off it.
The turnover is good.
Mark here.
Army
Okay, yes.
will look to take it quickly.
It was good. And off it, then he has the right ball.
Mohammad Rizvi wanted to take it quickly, but Line out.
Ideal thing to do at this moment is to kick it out to touch and set the ball, drive it towards the try line.
I'll call it. Numbers? Numbers? All in.
Kandy have been brilliant so far. They've already scored 50 points, the first 50 pointer in the season. All teams have competed brilliantly, and here goes Army.
Second release,
Inches away. Yes, the forwards going.
Will that
Crashes
be?
forward, inches. To the
And
try
that's
line.
try number 2 for Army Sports Club.
Beautiful work from Army. 2 tries they've created from the line out. Takes the ball into contact.
We were expecting this in the first half, Kavint. It would have been a fantastic game if they would have implied these on the first half of the game.
Kandy slowly making the replacements as well. Beautiful game sense from Mohammad Rizvi. Sent it out to the lone man who was unmarked. And looks like Tarak De Silva has been put into play. And
Makes no mistake with the conversion.
Tarak Silva at the number 8 position and taking out Gunakudangamua. Experience for the young lads. This is the replay of the conversion.
Ball is coming.
Plenty of replacements finding its way. Heshan Johnson, Gunakudangamua, Nigel Artata, and Dhanush Dayan. Beautiful stuff from Dhanush Dayan. Here's Tarinder Atwaja stepping past one. Still on his feet. Kandy. Johnson to Nigel. Charles Praveen crashing through. Taking 3 men.
Okay,
to bring him
release.
down.
Yeah, that's okay. He's okay.
Johnson to Suyur Anthony. He has numbers on the outside opening. Tilna Vijay Singh. All Jason has to do is pass it to Buddhima Piratna, who goes in for another try.
That's try number 4 for Buddhima Priyaratna. Beautiful work by Kandy Sports Club.
Cutting open the defense of Army. Initially it was Tarinder Atwat who set the pace up, and then Heshan Johnson, Nigel Ratwat to Tilna Vijay Singh. Tilna Vijay Singh handing it out to Jason Disanayaka. Jason Disanayaka is no mark with playing as a back.
Mark is here.
Played for Vidyarthi in 2012 as a back. Here you go to replay. Jason Disanayaka takes the man in, puts in the offload, and Buddhima Piratna cuts back in nicely, evading Sudharaka Dikkumbura. Scoring on the corner. Plenty of replacements for Army. Tilna Vijay Singh to extend his points tally for the game. Lions his kick up and goes through the middle. Tilna Vijay Singh. What a match he's having.
This is exactly what I was talking about, Kavint. Against the wind, he managed to put out all the kicks except for one perfectly through the uprights. And with the wind, he's showing what he is capable of.
27 points in the game so far. Ishan Johnson.
Inside.
Beautiful collection. Nigel Rathwat doesn't find touch. Yes, Sudaraka Dikkumura.
Backwards, play on.
Not a very
Play
good
on
pass. The ball has been knocked forward by
Knock forward.
Kandy. Advantage for Navy. They did not have possession. Army.
Mark it. Yeah, boy.
Sri Lanka's largest video collection with no data charges on new. Download the app
From goalpost to goalpost.
on Google Play, and you can also get it
I don't need the right
downloaded
angle.
through
Fix it.
Apple App Store.
Number 8 jersey
Crouch.
given to
Ball. Set.
Taraka Silva. Played in 2017.
Ball is out, play on.
The ball bouncing out. Heshan Johnson,
advantage.
beautiful work. Knocks the ball forward.
First
Does
knock on, second
Johnson. The initial infringement from Army. Hence, the scrum being awarded to Army.
Scoreboard stands at 57 points to
Coach.
14 in favor of Kandy Sports Club.
Ball.
Army has a lot of work to
Set.
do to catch up, and they cannot do any
No,
mistake.
play on, ball is out.
Heshan Johnson, good defense on him by Mohammad Rizvi. Jason Disanayak takes the ball into contact, building up faces.
Through the middle, play on, ball is out.
Lasita Attanagoda,
Okay, release yellow.
good
Playing
stuff on
advantage.
him
Playing advantage.
by the defense. Nigel Ratwat knocking the ball back. Damit Disanayakata Buddhima Peratna trying to weave his way through. No way through there. Nigel to Johnson. Yes, Jason Disanayakata Surya Anthony takes 2 men to bring him down. Johnson, yes, numbers on the outside for Kandy. Charles Praveen crashing through. No one in support though. Johnson stepping past to taken down. There was a huge gap opened in through the fringes. Well spotted by Johnson. Kandy building up faces. Mohammad Shabir with the carry. Still on his feet. Johnson sends it out to Taraka. Nigel. Yes, Jason Disanayaka going through the middle. Goes in for the try. Jason Disanayaka picks it up. Goes through the middle. There was no fullback to be found for Army.
60 plus points already on the board for Kandy Sports Club. Lovely play by Kandy Sports Club. Both the departments, forwards and the back line, is very well settled.
Here's the replay. Jason Disanayaka picking it up, going through the middle. There was no fullback.
As you see, Army's defense is scattered all over the grounds. Jason Disanayaka just slices through the middle to score that try.
Another 2 points to Tirina Vijay Singh. 29 points in the match. That's the 10th try to be scored. 9 rather. 9th try to be scored, and 8 has been converted. 8 conversions, a penalty, and 2 tries.
Time off. Number.
Just 61 minutes on our clock. 19 minutes remaining. Lasita Attanagoda making his way for Uchit Jayasuriya, and Malinta. Damit Disanayaka has been taken off too.
Number 2. Okay, ball. Ball.
And Aravinda Karunaratne taken off for Army.
Okay, time back on.
Here's Ashan Bandara. Buddhima Piyaratne bounces off to the dead goal. So scrum in favour of Kandy.
Nothing is working out Army's way this time around.
I initially thought when Taraka Silva misjudged the kick, he was going to touch, but it went through the dead goal area. So Heshan Jensen for Kandy with the feed. A couple of new front rowers.
Stay in the second row. Stay in the second row.
Malincha Vijay
Crouch.
and
Ball.
Uchita Jayasuriya.
Set.
Heshan Jensen with the feed. What can Kandy build out of this? Taraka Silva sucks in and gives it out to Nigel.
Release, yellow. Play on first.
The ball has been turned over.
Wait.
Advantage being played in favour of Navy, Army rather.
Number 7, stay on your feet.
Army with an opportunity to kick the ball out. Score their third try.
Yellow.
This is exactly what they've done on the two previous occasions. They've kicked the ball out, used their forwards. This time a really good kick from Gayan Salinda. 64 points to 14 is how the score reads. The first time the 50 mark has been breached for the new season. All other games have been nail biters. Plenty of upsets being caused. Plenty of interesting drama.
White 50. White 50.
Teams coming so close, not going over the edge.
White 15.
Great comebacks. It's a new season and an in-depth look at the Dialog Rugby League. Can go to the www.thestats.thepapare.com for facts and figures, the point scorers and the tries being scored.
Kandy Sports Club emptying their bench to try out.
And Tirina Vijay Singh, after having a brilliant game, 29 points in the match, is being substituted for Oshan Pereira. Tarinder Ratwata will play at fullback. This time overthrown, but Army lucky.
Did not survive the clean out. Did not survive the clean out.
Yes, the forwards forming their respective pods. Given out right, here's Tomase going through, lovely backhand pass. Ashan Bandara had nowhere to go.
Release.
Army still with possession though. Here's replacement props. Numbers on the outside for Army. Sudarga Dikkuda, the lone man.
Army has numbers outside.
Release.
If they do decide to spread this through, here's ThePapare and
That's been the story throughout the game, Kavint.
ThePapare had his man covered, but had he collected that, surely, here's the replay.
There you see numbers outside, could have just passed it through the corner.
Oshan Pereira would have
There's no time for cramp.
taken his man, but there was an overlap for ThePapare to defend. And Shehan Patirana
Mark here.
down with a head knock.
No. Play on.
Kandy really have managed to step their game up from last week. Army had no answer in the first half.
Fine. Sit.
It was 36 points to nil.
Heshan Jansen to feed in.
Jansen to Ratwata. Ratwata puts the ball to boot. Doesn't find touch. Gayan Salinda trying to run. Puts a returning kick to Ratwata himself. Calls the mark, rightly so. Ratwata will surely take his time until his defenders and puts the ball to boot, doesn't go to touch. Here's Tomosi. Sean Pereira couldn't catch him. Lovely offload to Ramsey. Dikkumra to Tusita Senanayaka. Oshan takes his man.
Tackle release, wide.
Good
Wide
stuff
release.
from Army. Ramsey to Bandara.
Come.
Army keeping possession. Numbers on the outside for Army. If they do, here's Sudaraka Dikkumra trying to go by himself. He had numbers on the outside.
Playing advantage.
Here's Ramsey to Tomasi. Here's danger for Kandy. But this time a very good tackle.
Number 19, offside.
The line-
Offside, says Akil Jamaldin, referee.
Okay.
So penalty for Army.
It's not that Army didn't have many opportunities coming. It's just that they didn't make use of the opportunities that they got.
Here's the tackle on Tomosi. Oshan Pereira right through the ankles. The ball popped up, collected by Mohammad Shabir, and Gayan Salinda puts his team inside the 22 meters.
Number 7.
And finally we see Tarun Chaturanga, Poshehan Patirana. Surely Tarun Chaturanga, an impact player. He's never missed out on a game for Kandy.
Number 1. Okay.
So always been the first choice flanker, but resting him for this game off the bench. Advantage being played in favor of Army. Rizvi to Bandara. Ashan Bandara trying to go through. Here's Tomosi. Lovely pass. Gayan Salinda bundled almost into touch, but the ball has been kicked
Going back for a penalty there.
into touch. So it will be a line out in favor of
Time off. Captain.
Kandy, but the referee, who has spotted something else, has brought back play inside the 22 meters. The line was offside.
That was for silently at the mall. Okay, make sure you explain to the team. Sorry.
For intentionally collapsing the ball. There was no advantage, so a penalty inside the red zone for Army.
Side entry.
They can kick this into touch and take the line out.
Take a gap, sir. Take a gap.
And
Kavint, it's time to pick the man of the match for this game.
Numbers.
Surely,
Yellow.
surely on the performance of Tilna Vijay Singh.
Time off.
29 points, 2 tries, 8 conversions and a penalty. 29 points. Surely his defense was brilliant as well. Ran good supporting lines. Plenty of offloads.
Time back on.
Surely Tilna.
Tilina Vijay Singh, our man of the match for the game between Kandy Sports Club versus Army Sports Club.
Here's Army. And was it held up? Here's a question Akil Jamaldin will be asking is AR Ishanka Bekun on that side. There was 2 big men.
Heshan Jansen doing all the hard work, hanging on the big man there, and saves a try for Kandy Sports Club.
They are defending. Kandy forwards a step up from last week. They've done brilliantly. Just 12 minutes, 11 minutes on the clock remaining. Mohamed Rizvi.
Set.
Army trying to get some consolation tries. Good tackle by Tarun Chaturanga. Army still with possession. Meters away from the try line. Picking and dropping. This is what Army is good at.
Release. Okay.
Inches close now. And they have scored. Very good work. I wasn't a score. Penalty has been reversed.
You grounded the ball.
Talking back.
You didn't release. You went for the next movement. Make sure you don't repeat it again. Yeah? Talk to your players. Okay.
Talking back to the referee. Penalty given in favor of Kandy. Nigel Ratat holding on. Tarindra Ratat will put this ball into touch. And they will have a line out. In the 40-meter mark of their own half.
Center mark. Numbers. 5. 5. 4. 4. Number 4. No, play on. That's for Frank. Play on. Game is on.
The first
game
throw
game is on.
for Uchit Jayasuriya. Things have really settled so far. Army turning the ball over. Advantage in favor of Army. It has been a better half for Army. Yes, Bandara. Not a good pass. Send it out wide. Tomosi. Picking and dropping. Yes.
No advantage. They are going back for a penalty there.
Kandy, but advantage.
Just a warning. Just a warning.
Army Sports Club trying out all the options available.
Just a warning. 23.
Looks like an injury
23.
to an Army player.
That's just a
He
warning.
looked
Make sure you don't repeat it again. I have seen 2 high takers. No more. Okay?
a little concussed.
Come back on.
Was the little man, the scrum of Mohamed Rizvi. Quickly taken by Sudargati Kubra. Cutting back in is Army. Tarun Chaturanga right over the ball.
Play on.
Surely a penalty coming on. Right over the ball was Tarun Chaturanga.
Holding on.
Penalty in favor of Kandy for holding on. He was Nalan Premanath was the guilty party.
Yeah, that's the mark. These are mark.
To lock forward.
Wait. Yellow. You okay? Okay.
Kandy have put this game to bed. It's all about Army trying to prove something for themselves. It has been a poor outing for Army. Kandy, rather contrast performance. They were really
Come on. Get closer.
pumped up. Udit Jayasuriya, Eshan Jansen.
Backward. Play on.
Sending the ball out to Taraka Silva. The little number 8
No, ball is available. Ball is
was
available.
handing on.
Side entry.
It's coming in from the side, so the penalty being reversed.
Hurry, calm down.
Advantage was being played.
Calm down.
Army Sports Club is trying to take shortcuts to bridge the gap.
It's in the rock.
Kandy will surely put this into touch.
Calm down. No. Penalty. Was identity penalty. Mark it.
Tarindaratta given the kicking duties after Tilna Vijay Singh was substituted. Beautiful kick right into the 22 meters of the opposition red zone. Here's the replay. He was advantage coming in from the side.
Numbers? All in, yeah? All in. Time out. Hold it there.
Some push and pulls.
A friendly conversation.
Time back on.
Uchita Jayasuriya with the throw in for Kandy.
Inside 15 meters. Number 8. Stay inside 15 meters.
Having done all the hard work. Taken by Jason Disanaka and Kandy from the rolling ball. Yes, Kandy. The ball being popped up. Has been knocked forward by Kandy. So lifeline for
Middle. Knock on from here.
Army. Although all they could do is bridge this gap. Cut out the deficit.
Mark it.
Already a 50-point margin. Just 6 minutes to go.
Half century to cover up.
It was 36 points to nil at half time.
Again, take your correct bye. Okay, you got it. Out. Boil.
Kandy getting another 28 points in the second. Two Armies 14 points.
Make sure you go to crouch position. Square. Crouch.
Mohammad Rizvi.
Bind. Set. Playing advantage.
Mohammad Rizvi. Advantage being played in favor of Army. So they'll surely take a quick tap. And Tomose decides to kick.
Niger, no more penalties. Next option I'll go.
Finds
Yeah, sure.
a good 20 meters. Kandy. The full bench has been substituted. Srinath Suryabandara, Bruno Kudangamo, David Disanayaka, Ganuku Disanayaka, who went early. And Lasita Tonokara and Shehan Patirana, Kandy Pereira also pulled up.
Hope it's nothing serious on Kavindu Pereira.
And so for Ganuku Disanayaka as well, they were both substituted early on in the first half. This time a good line out for Army. Ashan Bandara to Tomosi, a lovely wrap around. Ashan Bandara taken into contact. Here's
Playing advantage.
Advantage being played for a high tackle. Tarindra Rattat acting as the fullback.
24.
Think it will be a yellow card.
That definitely should be, Kavinta. If we could take a replay of that.
For Suru Anthony, I think it was the number 24, Jason Disanayaka rather, being sent off. Was a little too high. Referee gave Danushka Tallat a similar charge on Lavanga Pereira. So returning the favor, Kandy playing the last 3 minutes with 14 men.
4. 4. Okay. Let's go.
Army with the line out. Ops or a 4-man line out, cleanly taken. Rizvi to Bandara. Good tackle on Premanath. Bandara sending it out wide to Tomosi. Tomosi bumping off Buddhima Piyaratna. Taken down.
Did not survive.
Mohammad Shabir doing everything he can. Here's the forwards. A good tackle on Tusita Senanayaka. Army still with possession. Lets the ball go. Here's the lock forward. Ushan Pereira. Here's an overlap forming. Sudaraka Dikkupura going in for the corner. Buddhima Piyaratna bumped off. Here's Army.
Now release wide.
This is what they should have been doing in the first place. A good tackle from Charles Praveen. He landed awkwardly on the shoulder though. Oshan Pereira. Numbers on the outside. Yes, Tomosi. To the Kumara. Goes over the corner.
That's try number 3 for Army Sports Club being scored.
Tusita Senanayaka scoring that lovely bit of hands from Tomosi. Sudaraka Dikkupura and Ashan Bandara orchestrated and Kandy playing with 14 men. Had a one-man shot to defend and looks like Charles Praveen. Here's the replay. Tomosi to Dikkupura and Tusita Senanayaka. Tarun Chaviranga couldn't do anything about it. Gayan Salinda with the conversion. Surely this will be the end. And in the far corner, Charles Praveen in a bit of trouble. Landed awkwardly on the shoulder. Ashan Bandara this time with the conversion. Gayan Salinda been taken off after that last try. Ashan Bandara falls short and that will be the game. What a performance from the defending champions, Adib.
Kandy Sports Club. It was a bit of a slow start, but Kandy Sports Club showing some fantastic rugby here at Nittawela Rugby Stadium.
Beautiful stuff. The crowd coming in and Kandy proving why they are the defending champions. 64 points to 19, 36 nil at half time. Some brilliant rugby, brilliant offloading from Kandy. And Tirina Vijay Singh, what a game. He's had 29 points in the match, 2 tries, 8 conversions and 1 penalty under his belt. Here's the replay highlights of the second half. Nigel Rathwat starting off from the right to left. Army the first to score, giving out to Tomosi. No one was going to stop him from scoring.
He is definitely dangerous in the 5-meter line, Kavin.
Tomosi and Gayan Salinda putting that one through. Beautiful bisection and a gifted try rather. Tomosi with the backhand pass. Good stuff from Sudaraka Dikkupura. Tried all he could, but Tharinda was a little too close for the try line. And Buddhima Piyaratna, what a game he's had as well. 4 tries. That's 20 points in the game. 2 players combining for
This man has a long way to go in that number 11 jersey.
Big shoes to fill as well. Richard Dambapala not playing, and Buddhima Pieradna steps up. What a game.
What a kick that was, Kavin. Tilina Vijay Singh, our man of the match, was outstanding today.
And good stuff from Mohammad Rizvi. He didn't go for the first part, knew the man was open, and went to Gansal in the put in the conversions to Tilna Vijay Singh making another, and Jason Tisana giving it out to Buddhima Pieradna, who went through for his fourth, and Tilna Vijay Singh carried on his merry way. No one was going to stop him. And this is the final try. Jason Disanayaka weaving the way through. No one was going to catch him. Sudhara Dikumbara tried all he could throughout this match, but finally it was a consolation try for Tusita Senanayaka that finished the game off for Kandy with victorious being 64 points to 19. What a game it has been. After last week, Kandy stepped up immensely against Navy. It was 16 points to 14, but this scorecard 64 points to 19. What a game it has been.
Will definitely let Army down, but they'll have to bounce back. Key stats for the game, Kavin.
9 tries for Kandy, 8 converted by Tilna Vijay Singh, and one penalty. 2 tries of that 9 tries coming to Tilna as well. 3 tries to Army, and only 2 were converted, forming the 19 points. And our player of the match, Tilna Vijay Singh, big stuff from him as well. And these are the next week fixtures. Navy Sports Club taking on CHNFC. That's on Thursday, 4 p.m. at Racecourse, and Havelock SC taking on Air Force on Saturday. Police and Kandy at Police Park. What a game that will be. Police, the major giant killers of the league. That will be an interesting game at Police Park, and CRNFC and Army on Saturday, the December 21st.
Exciting week to come, Kavin.
And this is CRNFC versus Air Force. That will be live. That will be from Ratmalana. That will be tomorrow. And CHNFC taking on Havelock SC at Racecourse tomorrow as well. So it will be an interesting week to follow, with tomorrow being 2 matches being held, and that's how the game pans. And that will be it from here at Nittawela. I'm Kavin Rajbaksha signing off with Ajib Dibra.
අලු සීටිකක් දැම්මන නරකයි.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න.
සර්, සර්ගේ පේමන්ට් එක සෙටල් කරන්න තියෙනවා.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න. දෙකෙන් දෙන්න. දෙකෙන් දෙන්න. දෙකෙන් දෙන්න.
දෙකෙන් දෙන්න නම් දෙකෙන් ගන්න ඕනේ. Whatever the need, a Ceylon personal loan will be ready for you in just 2 days.
Ceylon personal loan කිව්වා වගේම වැඩ.
Ceylon Bank, the bank with the heart.